And we are back, getting ready to get into our final game of our quarterfinals. We've had an exciting run, and we are not to be outdone. We have another all-girl finale. It's happening between Penal Secondary, they are to my left, and Vesini Secondary to my right. Before I introduce my team captains, who will in turn introduce their teams, let me dip into my bag of quotes one last time for today. One last one. It's a toss-up between two of them, two really good ones, but I think I'm going to go with one from Kwame and Nkrumah. Those who would judge us merely by the heights we have achieved would also do well to remember the depths from which we started. Let that kusu a little bit. Think on it. Yes? You know how we old people say, you can't know where you're going unless you know where you come from? It's a very fancy academic way of saying exactly that. All right. So we have Penal Secondary on this side, our first-timers. First time in the competition. Are you all excited?
Yes.
Yes? All right. And, of course, to my right, this is their second go-round. We have Vesini Secondary. All right, we ready to go? Yes. Let's do this. Penal Secondary is X, Vesini Secondary is O. X starts the game because it's tic-tac-toe. Round one, X goes first. So, Penal Secondary.
Number one.
Number one. The dish, which is known as cuckoo in Trinidad and Tobago, is generally made with yellow cornmeal. A similar dish is made in Kenya with white cornmeal. What is it called? Yes, Hope?
Ugali.
Is it ugali? Yes, it is. Heading across, yes, clapping is allowed. Heading across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number three.
Number three. Which of the following athletes has been diagnosed with scoliosis? Is it A, Brian Lara, B, LeBron James, C, Usain Bolt, or D, none of the above? Yes, Rispa.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt. Is she correct? Yes, she is. Back to Penal Secondary.
Number five.
Number five. The mailbox was invented by which of the following scientists? A, John Lee Love, B, Richard Spike, C, Lee Burridge, D, Paul L. Downing. Yes, Crystal.
It was invented by Paul L. Downing.
Paul L. Downing. Yahoo! Oh, okay. We head back across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number nine.
Number 9. To which country did Chief Samuel Maharero and 1,000 of his people flee following the defeat by the Germans in August of 1904?
Botswana.
Is she correct? Is it Botswana? Yahoo! She's correct. It was Botswana. Back across the Penal Secondary.
Number six.
Number 6. What was the name of the summer program developed by Shirley Ann Jackson to provide academic support to MIT freshmen and acclimatize them to the institution? Yes, Ariane?
Project Interface.
Project Interface. Is she correct? Yes, she is. Back across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number four.
Number 4. Which Caribbean island is home to the largest indigenous population?
Oh, no.
All right, time is up. Dominica. That's right. Home of the Garifuna. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number four.
Number 4. Angelique Kidjo's album Black Ivory Soul highlighted rhythms of which Brazilian state? Yes, Vinica?
It highlighted the rhythms of the Brazilian state of Bahia.
Yes. Bahia. Yes. And that actually gives Penal Secondary tic-tac-toe. Look at you, first-timers. Okay, all right. That takes their score to 250 points. That means we head into round 2 where O goes first. So we head back across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number 1.
Number 1. Name the member of Tubal Uriah Buzz Butler's party who, during the debate for the repeal of the Prohibition Law, called for financial reparations for the spiritual Baptists.
Empire Workers.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It was one singular member, and the name is Chanka Maharaj. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 7.
Number 7. Into which Hall of Fame was the African scientist May Carroll Jemison inducted in 2004?
The National Space of Hall of Fame.
The National Space
Of Hall of Fame.
of Hall of Fame. No, sorry. All the right words, but not quite the right iteration. International Space Hall of Fame. Heading back across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number 1.
Number 1. The Young Brigade Calypso tent in Trinidad was the first tent at which Shadow was first given an opportunity to perform. To whom did that tent belong? Yes, Kylie.
The Mighty Sparrow.
The Mighty Sparrow. Is she correct? Yes, she is. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 5.
Number 5. Which of the following calypsos was played by Hatters when they won the National Panorama Competition in 1975? A, The Hammer, B, Sweet Pan, C, Tribute to Spree Simon, and D, Pan Explosion. Yes, Hope.
C, Tribute to Spree Simon.
C, Tribute to Spree Simon. Is she correct? Yahoo! Yes, she is. I have to ask, you know the song? Yeah, you went and looked up the song. Play one for Winston Spree. Play. You know that song? A little bit. Okay, we'll take a little bit. We'll take it. Heading back across to Vesini Secondary.
Question number 3.
Number 3. On January 1st, 1863, President Andrew Johnson issued an Emancipation Proclamation in the United States of America. True or false?
False.
Yes. Is Kyan right? Yahoo! Yes, she is. Before I go across, Kyan or Kyan? Kyan. Right. Okay. There we go. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 2.
Number 2. On what date did Michael C. Harvey receive the patent for his lantern? Was it A, January 3rd, 1872, B, December 10th, 1878, C, August 19th, 1884, or March 3rd, 1886?
Was it August 19, 1884?
Was it August 19th, 1884? Yes, it was. Back across the Vesini Secondary.
Question number 8.
Number 8. Which of the following years was Howard University established? A, 1867, B, 1869, C, 1872, or D, 1874? Yes, Kian?
A, 1867.
A, 1867. Is she correct? Yes, she is. All right. Things are starting to get close. Heading back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 4.
Number 4. In which year did Barnett Preacher Henry win the Road March competition? Was it A, 1993, B, 1994, C, 1995, or D, 1996? Yes, Hope?
1995.
She says C, 1995. Is she correct? No, it was actually 1994. I'm not even going to ask if you know this one. It's called Jump and Wave. You ever hear that song? Yeah. Jump and wave, jump up and wave. No? Okay, fine. Yes? Yes? Yeah. Success. Success. All right, back across to Bethany Secondary.
Question number 9.
Number 9. In which of the following years did President Thomas Sankara rename Upper Volta, Burkina Faso? A, 1981, B, 1983, C, 1984, or D, 1987? Yes.
B, 1983.
She says B, 1983. Is she correct?
Oh no.
It's actually C, 1984. And would you believe we are at the end of the first match? No questions left in this match. Well done to both teams. It is still anybody's game. We had Penal Secondary with 350 points and Bethany Secondary with 250 points. We now head into match 2, which are our team games, which is our team game. Round 1, X goes first. That means Penal Secondary, over to you.
Number 9.
Number 9. Give the English name of the monument in the picture and the country in which it's located. Yes?
The Maroons of Liberty.
And the country in which it is located.
French Guiana. The Maroons of Liberty in French Guiana.
The Maroons of Liberty in French Guiana. Is she correct? Yahoo! And back across to Bethany Secondary.
Question number 1.
Number 1. On which date did Trinidad and Tobago acquire Republican status under the leadership of Dr. Eric Williams?
September 24th, 1976.
September 24th, 1976. Are they correct? Yes, they are. See, this is why teamwork is the dream work. Yes. All right, back across the Penal Secondary.
Number 7.
Number 7. Which award did Camille Selvin Abrahams win in 2000 for her short animated film Masterpiece?
The Royal Television Society Student Award.
The Royal Television Society Student Award. Is she correct? Yes, she is. Back across to Bethany Secondary.
Question number 8.
Number 8. When the Herero launched attacks on German strongholds in January of 1904, they made it a point not to do what? Yes.
Not to harm women or children.
Not to harm women or children. Correct. Not to harm or kill women and children. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 3.
Number 3. The founders of the Spiritual Shouser Baptist Faith in Trinidad fought against which country as part of which army?
Part of the British Army in England.
Is that correct?
No.
It's actually against the United States of America as part of the British Army. Yes? It's part of our American legacy, of which I'm a descendant. There we go. Moving on, heading back across to Bethany Secondary.
Question number 3.
Number 3. African scientist Dr. Maxine Gossel Williams is the first person in the Caribbean to demonstrate the positive effect of pumpkin oil in doing what?
It's for menopausal women to help with estrogen deficiency.
For menopausal women to help with estrogen deficiency. Is she correct?
Oh no.
It's actually reducing prostate enlargement in rats. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 3.
Number 3. Who was the president of Haiti during the period 1957 to 1971, and what was his sobriquet? All right.
Oh no.
It's actually Jean-Claude Duvalier and his sobriquet, Baby Doc. Back across to Bethany Secondary.
Question number 3.
Number 3. Name the dish in the picture. What is the main ingredient used to make it?
The name of the dish in the picture is PME, and the main ingredient used to make it is cornmeal.
PME cornmeal. Is she correct? Yahoo! Correct. PME cornmeal. Back across the Penal Secondary.
Number 2.
Number 2. The Emancipation Proclamation of 1863 only provided freedom to enslaved persons of the Confederate States. Which states were the Confederate States? We using a lifeline? Yes. Oh, okay. Carry on. $20 seconds.
The Confederate States of America.
All right.
Oh no.
The Confederate States were actually the states that had seceded from the Union, the states that had left the Union. Yes? All right. Back across to Destiny Secondary. It's okay. It's okay.
Question number 2.
Number 2. Name the flower that's in the picture and the country to which it is indigenous.
It is named the wild poinsettia in other countries, and in Trinidad and Tobago it's named the double chiconia, and it is indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago.
Ooh, we got a history lesson. All right. Is she correct? Yes, she is. The double chiconia, indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago. All right. And it's tic-tac-toe for Destiny Secondary. All right, that takes them to 700 points, which means we are to the end of one round. We have 6 questions left. We go to round 2. All goes first, so we stay with Destiny Secondary.
Question number 1.
Number 1. Name the African scientist in the picture and give the date on which she received the patent for her home security system. She says team questions hang up.
Marie Van Britten Brown. Marie Van Britten Brown on August the 1st, 1966.
Marie Van Britten Brown, she says, August the 1st, 1966. Is she correct?
Oh no.
So it's actually partially correct, Marie Van Britten Brown. However, the date is December 2nd, 1969. Back across to Penal Secondary.
Number 7.
Number 7. Who organized the coup d'etat which resulted in Thomas Sankara being named president of Burkina Faso in August of 1983? To which group did he belong? All right.
Oh no.
It was the Compaoré, Blaise. The Blaise Compaoré, and it was the Communist Officers Group. Heading back across to Destiny Secondary.
Question number 1.
Number 1. Which are the 5 gymnastic skills named after Simone Biles?
1 on the Biles beam, 2 floor exercises, 2 on vault, and they are known as the Biles.
And they are known as the Biles, okay? Yahoo! She's correct. All right, back across the Penal Secondary.
Number 5.
Number 5. In 1973, African scientist Gladys May West earned a master's degree in which subject and from which university?
In biomedical at the University of West Indies. Jamaica.
She says in biomedical from the University of the West Indies, Jamaica. Is she correct?
Oh no.
No, it's actually public administration from the University of Oklahoma. Back across to Destiny Secondary.
Question number 3.
Number 3. Complete the following statement made by Cicely Tyson. Turning a blind eye to our history has...
Turning a blind eye to our history has not saved us from its consequences.
Turning a blind eye of our history has not saved us from its consequences. Is she correct? Yahoo! Yes, she is. And finally, our last question, back across the Penal Secondary.
Number 2.
Number 2. Since 1855, British law granted freedom of worship to whom?
To all religions except the Shouter Baptist.
She said to all religions except the Shouter Baptist.
Oh no.
It's actually followers of all religions. Well, there we have it. Well done to both of our teams. Well done to first-timers, Penal Secondary. Excellent showing with 550 points. And our second-timers, Vesni, coming away as our winners with 900 points. Well done to both teams. So well played. To all of our teams that we've seen today, thank you so much. To you, our viewing audience, thank you so much to our teams. A good time was had by all. Thank you to our judges. And of course, thank you to the Emancipation Support Committee, Trinidad and Tobago, and the Republic Bank Limited through the generosity of the Power to Make a Difference program. None of this would be possible without them. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week for our semi-final round.